Hello all, we're here with another episode of Chalk Talk with Tony. I'm your host Tmzoids, also known as Tony, and today we have Keisensei, also known as Kay. How are you doing, Kay?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
I
good.
just woke up.
You just woke up. I know. I think that's where we're gonna start it off. You're actually from Japan, which
Yes.
is which is insane. I mean, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here, and it's what, one in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon there.
It's yeah, 2:53 p.m. I
Oh
mean,
my
I woke up
God.
late.
You
So,
woke up late, sleeping in, you got nothing to do. It's Tuesday there, right? Day ahead.
yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh my goodness. Is it weird being like almost a day ahead when you talk to
It
people in the
is.
States?
It's sometimes weird, yeah, but I'll get a hang of it.
Very nice, very nice. But before we get more into Japan and visiting the States and whatnot, how did you get your name, Kei Sensei?
Well, it used to be Wish for Meal too. Like some people won't even recognize me, but if you say Wish for Meal too, they would. But that's just a random name. Like I don't know how I think about it. It just happened. But I changed my name to Kei Sensei, and because I'm a substitute teacher here for a leave for okay for a living, and so a lot of people call me Kei Sensei, which means teacher K. So I'm like, I'll just do that since most of the people here calls me Kei Sensei. I'll just let other people that I never meet and I will probably never meet in person, Kei Sensei. So
I, hey, you never know. You could go to like a Twitch event or another gaming event. You can meet some of your fans there. Hmm?
they're like, Kei Sensei. So I was like, just doing my groceries and stuff. And then this grade one, yeah, student just started shouting my name, like, Kei Sensei. And everyone was staring, like, who's that? Yeah. And then that's why I'm like, okay, Kei Sensei it is.
There you go. See, it works out. So you're you're a substitute teacher.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
no worries. I see you're a big fan of cats. But so you're a teacher, substitute teacher. What do you substitute? What do you teach? This probably
English.
English, and you teach Japanese. You teach both, right?
I teach English on grade school, and I have this private lessons of Americans that wants to learn Japanese.
Okay. So probably plays a part into your name. I mean, you're K Sensei. You're a teacher, you
Yeah.
English teacher. Is that you've always wanted to be an English teacher, or when you were little?
Actually, no. It's like the same. Like I was just bored and then I have a teacher friend, an English teacher. She's the main teacher and I'm just a substitute. And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And then she's like, "Hey, you want to be my substitute teacher since I'm not doing anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Like I'll make more money and stuff." I actually want to be a veterinarian, so
Veterinarian. I see you got the cats back there.
yeah.
Very exciting. Any other pets while we're talking about pets?
Um, Not here in Japan, but in the Philippines, since I'm half Filipina, I have a family there. I have 6 dogs and 7 cats.
Holy cow.
I know.
That is a lot of pets, lots of pets. So, talking about you've traveled all over the world, it seems like. So you live in Japan, or you've born in Japan? Kind of explain your
Um,
background.
I grew up in Japan. I was born in the Philippines and then moved here in Japan
Okay.
since I was a kid, like 6 years old.
And you've never been to the States. Well, you've been to the States, but
I have once.
to Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle,
Okay.
2 years ago. We celebrated New Year's there.
Family out there, or just
My
because?
husband's
Oh, okay. Your husband's family, or just your husband lived out there at the time?
my husband's family is all there, so we visited them.
Very cool, very cool. What did you think of the States since that was your probably your first time there?
It was, well, they all said, like, as a first time in America, Seattle was really not a big, like, excitement because it keeps on raining and all this stuff. And also, I'm not an outdoor person, so even though I was in America, I'm like, yes, I'm in America, and then I still play League. I'm like, I'm in America, and I'm still playing League. I didn't even go out. I went to Target. I really loved Target.
Do you not have Target out there in Japan
You
or?
know,
Oh
I
man.
also went to Olive Garden. Oh yes, their garlic bread. Oh.
That is something that everybody says. Even people here, they love their
And it's
garlic bread.
free.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep getting it, and
Yeah,
probably
and you
bad
can
for you.
take it out. Can I
So,
order one more? And can you like wrap this because I want it home?
so would you ever go back to the States? Is it
I
something you would want to
will.
do?
Since my husband is in the Navy, we will be moving to the States. We don't know which part yet, but we will be moving next year.
Are you
So
are you scared,
I
nervous?
am nervous because even though I know English, the culture is really different. So it'll take me a while to like get used to the culture in the States, but I'm excited at the same time. So yeah.
So, one last question before we get to your gaming career, gaming history.
Mhm.
Um, so how'd you learn English? I mean, you're in the Philippines. You weren't from America. Last guest I had, they said it was required that you have to learn English in school. Was that the same way, or did you just want to learn
Oh,
English in the future?
I my school, I studied in an international school since kindergarten and grade school. So for them, it's like all English. You can only speak Japanese when it's Japanese subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole time, international school. What's the difference between an international school and then just a normal school? If you can just for the people that
Um,
are watching.
yeah, international school, you speak English. Of course, that's the main like language
So is
in the school. So,
I was just
and the
gonna.
teachers are also Americans.
Oh,
So
that's what I was
sometimes.
just gonna ask. I was gonna ask
Yeah.
if there were. So would you rather, if you went back, if you had the choice, even though you didn't probably have the choice, would you still go through the international school, or would you go through like the regular school, the Japanese school?
Well, high school, I went to a regular Japanese school, but actually, I'm kind of thankful that I went to an international school. It's not cheap, it's very expensive, and the education quality is also amazing. So, yeah, I'm thankful for my parents to, like, get me in that school.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah,
I
I just hope I appreciate it before when I was actually going there.
I mean, I wish I could speak a different language. I can barely speak English. Some of my stream
I
mates.
can't. I always like mispronounce stuff, and other people actually thinks I'm Mexican because I have like a weird accent sometimes, but that's just the Filipino side of me because Filipinos have weird accents of English. I mean, some Filipinos, yeah, but sometimes, yeah, I slip up and I'm like, yeah, that's my, you know what I'm saying?
All right, sounds very interesting. Nobody would probably would have guessed that you're actually living in Japan right now. I mean, you
Yeah,
really
some
can't
people
tell.
doesn't believe it.
I wonder why. Wait, is there a specific reason they're just like, you don't live in Japan? Is it just
Yeah, I think because I speak like fluent English, not fluent, but I know how to communicate in English. They will only um believe that I'm in Japan once someone calls me and I speak in Japanese.
See, now you're all proved wrong. See, she went to an international school. She's got proof. She's moving back to the States. She's gonna find you guys. She's gonna whoop some ass.
Yeah,
Whoops.
I'm gonna find you.
No, but now starting the gaming things because I'm sure all the gaming people are freaking losing their mind. They're like, "This is not about gaming. Where's the gaming?"
Yeah.
So, when did it all start? When did you really get into the games? Was it your parents, your family? It seems like
Um,
every episode, same thing. Family is a big thing. Your
yeah,
brothers, sisters.
my brother.
Oh, your brother.
Since I was a kid, I was one of those tomboyish people. I always hang out with my brother's friend and all those stuff. I don't like Barbie dolls. Like when my mom like buys me Barbie dolls, I just rip their head off.
What? Is there a specific reason you ripped their head off, or just?
Actually, no. Thinking about it, I don't have a specific reason, but I really prefer like video games, like boy stuff. That's why my mom was scared I might be a lesbian.
So, you might be a lesbian. Just because you didn't like Barbie dolls, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what console did you start with? Did you start on the computer? Did you start with Xbox
Um,
360,
no, I started with PS1 and
PS1?
then yeah.
Okay.
I have all PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4. So
So you're a PlayStation fan.
actually, I'm not a fan of anything. I had Xbox, I have a GameCube. I just like video games.
Just like videos. See, she's trying to please to everybody. See, the Xbox
Yeah,
fans were about to type something like, "What? You don't like Xbox? Xbox clearly better."
I'm trying to please everything.
So was there like a specific game that you played on the PlayStation that was like really caught your attention? Like no matter what, you were like, "This is the game I always want to go home and play after school," or "This is the game I always want to play with my brother or friends."
I don't really remember what game I played first because I started when I was like 5 or 4 years old. But I do remember one game that I really enjoyed in PlayStation 1, which is Parappa the Rapper. I don't know if you know it. Do you
Uh,
know it?
no, I don't know that game. So if people don't
Oh.
know the game, what was the purpose of the game?
It's like you're going to like press the buttons in order to like dance or something. It's
So it's
funny.
so it's like a Dance Dance Revolution.
Sure. Not really, but sure. I can't really like describe it, but it's funny because, like what they do is like kick, punch, it's all in the mind. And all that. That's what they say.
So that was your favorite game. That kept you like so intense in the game. You're like, I gotta play this all the time. Kick, punch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. And I played a couple of games like from Call of Duty to Halo to Resident Evil, Biohazard, and other games. I forgot.
so you
But
start, so you started playing the PlayStation. You're this tomboy. Your mom kind of was thinking that you're a lesbian because you didn't
yeah.
like Barbie dolls. You didn't really like the girly stuff. So I'm guessing your parents really didn't understand the video games. They didn't really like video games, or did they? They didn't mind your brother playing them, but you were playing them. Was it a cultural thing, or just?
Not really. Like it's just my mom that's worried. My dad doesn't care less. So my dad's like, "Meh."
Fair enough.
As long as I go to the karate lesson, he's like, you can do whatever you want.
So you study karate? Are you? Did
Yeah,
you climb the ranks, or?
I stopped when I was what belt was I? Red?
Right? That's pretty good.
Yeah, but because my mom's like, no, you're going to do ballet. So after karate, I went to ballet.
So your mom was really like, you have to do girl things. You're kind of like in that feminist role,
Yeah,
almost
she's
like.
really girly. She likes pink and all those stuff, and I didn't. I'm more of I like skating and hang with the guys.
Hmm. So you're like the daughter she never really got
Expect,
to have,
yeah,
never expected, or never really got to have because you're more
yeah,
of the tomboyish kind of
yeah.
boyish girl. Very cool, very interesting. Kind of a different from our other guest. It seems like either like it was a 50-50, either the parents hated it, the video games, or they really encouraged and played video games with their siblings or their um, brother or not brother and sisters, sons and daughters. But
Mhm.
so you go on the PlayStation, you're playing all these other games. You played on the Xbox. Did you play online on Xbox? I'm guessing since you talked about Call of Duty, you played Halo.
Yeah, I did.
Would that be like your first experience online, or did you play on the computer online at first, or I'm
No, I played Dota before Xbox.
before Xbox? So you're on the computer now. You're playing Dota. You're online. Was it culture shock for you? Was it different? Dota wasn't really too like, you know, I hope you die. Uninstall this game.
Yeah,
It's none of
they're
that.
not they're not like that. I'm like, I'm a girl, I'm sorry, and they're like, oh, okay, it's okay. But in League, even though you're a guy, you're like, oh my God, uninstall this game. And this is why girls doesn't play this game.
Oh goodness, goodness, so true. But So you started with Dota. Is that where you liked MOBAs? You really like that kind
Yeah.
of style of games?
My brother is the one that taught me how to play Dota. He's like, "Oh my God, this game is so cool." And then I tried it and all those stuff, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so cool."
So is that
Like,
no? Go ahead. Go ahead.
yes, and then I just start playing it all day, every day.
So is that when you kind of gave up on like console games, or do you still play console games to this day, or
I still play console games, but not as much as before. Right now, I'm like always on my computer.
always
So,
on the computer? So you played Dota, you went to Xbox, you played the Call of Duty. From that point, was it back to League of Legends, or how did you get back into the computer ordeal?
I do it like, for example, today I'm just gonna play the console, and then tomorrow I'm gonna play the computer games. So,
But was there a specific game that got you back into like the computer? Like, okay, so you're
oh
playing
yeah,
Dota,
League
and
of Legends.
so you went from Dota to the console, then to back to League of Legends.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was also because of your brother, or
No, League was actually my husband, my fiance back then, now my husband. He's like, "Hey, you play Dota." No, because he saw me playing Dota too, and he's like, "Hey, you should try this game." And I'm like, "Okay." I did it with a bot game, and I'm like, I don't really like this." And he's like, "No, play it again." And then once I played it again, and then I lost with a bot game because I didn't know it was bot intermediate. Give me a break. So, and then I'm like, oh my God, I need to play one more. I need to win this. And then I just with that, he's like, welcome to the league.
so you met your boyfriend online, or you knew your boyfriend outside of the
No,
game, or
I knew my boyfriend here,
met your
or
boyfriend in
here in
Japan?
Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. His friend's kid, I tutored a kid.
Oh, so he has a kid.
No, his friends.
Oh, his friend's kid. Okay, I was like, whoa,
What?
learn something
No.
completely new. Oh, okay, so you get into League of Legends. Your fiance, now your husband, is playing League. Did you guys play together a lot, or he did his thing, you did your thing, or
We duo a lot, especially rank game. I don't really duo with anyone but him. I just
okay?
solo, and then if he's there, I'll duo with him. Some people are like, "Hey, duo with me," and I'm like, I tried duoing with other people, and then from Silver 1, I went to Silver 4, so I'm like, nope, not duoing with anyone anymore.
Yeah, it is a unique. You need a unique partnership when you're duo with somebody. You have to really be on the same level. You have to just click with that player because it really, when you duo, your elo goes up. If you guys don't know what elo is, it's
Yeah.
kind of like your ranking, your system in League of Legends. And when you're queued with somebody, it goes up, so you have to be on the same level so you can carry the game and be the ones that really take charge and kind of call the shots and be really effective in the game. Because if either one of you do poorly, it's very likely that you'd actually lose that game. So probably why the duos didn't go so hot. So what rank are you now that you are?
Right now, I finished my provisionals. I went 5 and 5, so I was actually thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna go low silver, but I'm gold 5 at the moment.
Wow. And what was your highest rank before this?
Last season, I ended the season with gold 5.
Oh, so you didn't really move anywhere. You kind of
No.
stayed the same. Okay.
I was like, oh, gold 5 again. Okay, I'm stuck here again. I was stuck in gold 5. I think I went like 4 times of promos to go to gold 4, but I just lose. So,
It's the promos. It's the curse. Anybody
yeah.
that's in their promos knows the curse. They're sitting there going, "Yes, we understand."
Yes. Yes, girl.
So from there, what's your favorite lane, favorite position to play in League of Legends? Is there one that really stands out? You say you duo a lot, so I'm guessing it most likely would be the bot lane, but it could be
Yeah,
elsewhere.
bot lane.
I'm
Bot
get
lane. Last season, the funny because I started playing League of Legends last season, mid-season,
okay.
and then it was funny because every time not even just rank game, like even normal games, if I'm doing with my husband and then the bot lane is already taken, I'm gonna dodge.
So,
because
so
because before it's actually true that, like not that experienced girl gamers can only play support. So I can only play support. I climbed to gold 5 just by playing support.
so you're a pretty good support then. Why would you consider yourself not that professional?
I'm not good in other lanes.
So even if it took you a while, if you really put your mind to it, you don't think you could learn it, or just
Right now, this season, my goal is to learn more lanes. That's why when I do like viewer games and stuff, I fail. Except
okay.
for the jungle, I still can't jungle. So,
I
right, but now I'm more confident with other lanes. Like I'm not gonna be nervous. I'm not gonna be sweating everywhere. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Hey, normal games are your friend, you know? You just go in there, you have fun, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, but it's actually like some people, my friends that doesn't really like know why I like gaming. I like playing video games. Like all my friends here that are girls doesn't like games. So every time they call me, they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Streaming." And they're like, "Oh my God, you're such a nerd." And they're like, "Hey, want to hang out tonight?" And I'm like, I actually sometimes say I'm busy. They're like, "Busy with what?" Playing the game. Yeah.
So you've actually canceled the real life plans to stream, huh?